In this lesson, we'll be looking at the essential vocabulary and language that you can use when writing your Task 1 letter within a formal situation. So let's jump in, and of course we'll begin with beginnings, which is our formal opening and introductions. So we're given our initial salutation. Often it's going to be dear for a formal letter. Then we begin writing that first sentence. Here is a super useful one. I hope this letter finds you well. It really is maybe the best opener. It can be used in many, maybe not every, but in many different scenarios. I hope this letter finds you well. Up next we have, it is with great concern that I write to you about. Could be possibly a letter of complaint or some other purposes also, and a really good way to open our letter. In a similar way, I wish to bring to your attention a matter of importance. It could be that we're explaining something, or it could again be a complaint, just a great way to open up our formal writing. And although I never suggest to copy someone else's writing, as it doesn't improve your overall fluency, you can pretty much use some of these sentences within your own writing, but you must make sure you're using them accurately. Next up we have, I hope this correspondence finds you in good health. That is super formal, really polite. Again, a very positive way to open up our writing. In reference to our recent conversation, I would like to discuss. So in this example, it would be that we have already discussed something. So if the question states that, or if it's a case that you're going to pretend that you've already had a conversation with a person, then you could use this in reference to our recent conversation. Now that could be a letter or in person. They both count as recent conversations. I would like to discuss. So this is considered a follow-up to begin our writing. Up next, we have formality in communication. So again, we're looking at general sentence openers with a formal tone. And we'll begin with, please be advised that. So this is just a good way to introduce our ideas, to give information. Please be advised that. And in a similar way, it would also be worth noting that, so we're giving extra information here. And another useful sentence opener, I would also like to make you aware of. So this again is giving additional information. It's adding information. So these three sentence openers are really useful to introduce more ideas. Here is another sentence opener, slightly different. On the other hand, so we can sometimes use this within our letters, definitely can be used quite often within our Task 2 essays as well, and it's all about showing differences between ideas. We're contrasting ideas. Let's take a look at the next one, which is I firmly believe that. So this is an opinion opener, and it's super useful when giving your opinion, which you might want to do when introducing the idea of your opinion or your ideas within your letter. Okay, next up we have purpose and requests. I'm writing with regards to. So this is introducing the purpose of our writing. That's a great general opener that can be used in many different situations. I'm writing to seek your guidance on. So this is very much we're asking for advice and guidance. Next up, I would like to request your assistance with whatever it may be. We're asking for help and support. Next up, could you kindly provide further information on whatever it may be? Again, different purpose of the letter. And here, some more really useful language. I'm seeking clarification on the following. So I'm asking for extra information. The top one, I'm writing with regards to, is really about introducing the purpose that we are writing. And these other ones underneath are just common ways that we can really introduce why we're writing as well, whether it's seeking guidance, asking for help, requesting assistance, or giving information or asking for more information, which of course are common topics within Task 1 letters. Okay, lastly, closing our letter, something that students often make mistakes on. Here's some really useful language to do that in a formal way. Thank you for your time and consideration in this matter. I appreciate your prompt response to this inquiry. Should you require any further information, please do not hesitate to contact me. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Yours sincerely, or sincerely. Of course, you would give your name underneath. So here are just some rough examples of how you might close your letter. Of course, for a formal setting, it's always good to end with yours sincerely or just sincerely. Now, I'll just say again, these aren't copy and paste examples. You'll find they vary slightly between many different students and teachers. However, it gives you a really good idea of some of the specific vocabulary that can be linked into wider sentences to be used within a Task 1 letter. Of course, within a formal setting. So, that brings us to the end of this lesson. I think next we'll look at some key language for informal letters.